Spectrums?
Yeah.
Live the dream. Nolly, have you heard these Spectrum hats before?
I've heard them when you use them live.
Right.
But you play the 13s, right?
Right. And why did you like them live?
I think they sound cool. I just want to hear them.
Yeah.
As long as they're not super crunchy, because it's difficult to make those sound like... You know, get rid of that character afterwards, if that's not what we want.
Are there more mics that are going in position, Taylor? Or is this all the mics?
These are all the mics.
So these are all the mics for the kit. And now we're just wiring them up so that they're live.
You get the fuck out of my way.
Whoa, language.
Real busy over here.
Language.
Love how organized it is. Very nice. Very symmetrical.
Shut the fuck up, Taylor.
Dude, come on, man. Be into this, dude.
I'm into it.
God.
I'm all...
You're trying to shoot my vibe
Do you want
down.
to hear the Spectrum hats?
Yeah.
Cool, I'll let you do what you're doing now and then we'll check them out.
Cross your fingers. We are live, dude.
Sounds good. I like the overtones on the snare a lot.
You ready to hear them all popped in?
Yeah.
Very nice. Here we go.
We are here, day one of guitars. We rented this studio out. This is really exciting because we haven't ever really done anything quite like this before. So we are self-producing, and we've got this little setup. It's a bit of a mess because we're still moving in, as you can see. But Jake and Nolly kind of set everything up with the tables, chairs, and everything that was already in here. And we're getting everything running. We've got our live room out there, which is pretty cool. We got our Zilla cab right now on some cinder blocks. For maximum tone. That's the secret to the Periphery guitar tone, is cinder blocks. And no, it is.
They're not cinder blocks.
They're not cinder blocks. what are we using?
Don't laugh at me.
What are we using? Oh, we're using a PA. Oh, we are using the one thing that's better than cinder blocks. The Phonics 740. This, if you put your cab on this is how you get the best tone. I didn't think we'd be able to afford that. I thought all we'd be able to afford is cinder blocks, but apparently we are going to have the best guitar tone now. But we just have everyone kind of getting acquainted and saying, up, Racky's over there.
Getting settled in, so to speak.
Nice to meet your acquaintance.
And one could say that this room is our little Jack Shack.
Little Jack Shack.
Yep.
That was a good note.
So what's actually going on today is we don't know what's going on. We have a bunch of options. You know, we've got our Axe-Fx right here. Got my Focusrite interface there, and we got some amps, and I'm going to be bringing in more. This is literally just all that we could fit in our cars the first day. This first week is really just going to be chasing tones. We're going to be experimenting with all sorts of different setups. Right now we are experimenting with the Zilla, and it looks like a 57 on that. But, you know, we have all these different options here. We're going to experiment and see if we prefer the Axe-Fx on its own, or if we want to do like just the amp and the cab. See what we prefer.
It's fine for now, just here.
other thing that'll determine how I feel about the guitar tone is seeing how the bass works with it. If that works better with the bass, then I'm sold, you know?
I'll bring down the level of the high a little bit.
Sounds some grainier sounding like. So that's the high.
Managed to get the cab and mic setup nailed. We found something that we're really happy with. We're using the Zilla Fatboy 2x12, which is quite a deep cabinet. It's a 2x12, but it's actually got a load of low end to it. And we're using a combination of the kind of industry standard SM57 by Shure with the Heil PR30, which is a nice alternative kind of dynamic sound. It's a little bit grainier sounding, it has more low end, and we're just using a little bit of that in the blend. Then underneath we have a Neumann KM184, which isn't a mic that I see a lot of people talking about for high gain uses, but it's a mic that I'm very fond of. It has a really great low and high end extension, which works really well to complement the sound of the dynamic mics that tend to be a bit more rolled off at either end of the spectrum. One of the really cool things about this spot that we're renting is they've got a gigantic room to do guitars in that's very well sound treated. It's got treatment all over the ceiling and the walls, and so we've got a nice big space that isn't going to have all sorts of horrible early reflections, and it's nicely deadened, but it's still got a little bit of life, especially with the hardwood floor, and straight away the guitar tones we got here have just been fantastic.
I always see people put their headphones on in the studio like this, with the cord here. I don't get that, because you can like get your drumstick caught in the cord and it totally screws up your take. So I always just gone around the back. It's out of your way. Let's get that last thing. Do it again. Yo, can we turn off these lights?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? We hear the original one I did. Or I mean like the one I did it 3 times now, right? Or 2?
We have the one that you and I paid, like, comped, and then we have 2 takes of you doing it. 2?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah.
Sure, that's what it is.
Hello friends, I'm Misha, and I'm going to be your guide to the pedals we will be using on this album. Now, we're going to start with this one here and go through every single one of them. This pedal here has two buttons, this one and this one. I'm going to talk about this first button first. This first button, and not this second one, is the attack switch. Now the attack switch and that's how you use the sensitivity control on the custom compressor. Well, that about covers my whole overview of the pedals that we'll be using on this, our Juggernaut album.
I just really want to make the bass a real focal point of both the mix and the songs themselves, because it's providing a huge amount of the aggression within the mix, and hopefully that comes across in the end result. Is that right so far? Oh, da 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 da. Like da 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 da.
As some of you may know, we are messing around with pedals on this album because the Axe-Fx takes them so well. This company, Earthquaker Devices, makes some awesome stuff, and we're experimenting with that. We got this MXR compressor in front, but we got the Dispatch Master and the Afterneath, which are two really trippy, spacey pedals. And that in front of our Axe-Fx patch sounds like this. Fuck!
That was good, right?
Yeah, that was it.
I'll just loop that.
Just loop that.
It's been kind of a laborious process because of the length, but also there's just so many notey riffs, and there's just a lot going on layer wise too. So the technicality plus the dense music.
For this end bit, did you want me to actually delete the silences where the gates go?
Yeah, this one should be tight. This
So you
one,
want me to delete all those
delete
spaces?
all the silences if that's cool.
Yeah.
That one should be tight. Live! Die! Burn! Fucking live! Die! Burn! Woo! Man, I'm fucking pumped tonight for some reason. I don't know what it is. Father, we lower us down. Yeah, that's great. Let's triple that.
One more.
I'm overshooting it, yeah.
Hey, can you pull that back a little?
Yeah. Where the light is much clearer.
Again.
Thinking down from miles in an ocean full of mortal mistake. Where the light is much clearer. That's the one.
Fuck yeah.
Is it time to purge our lungs amongst the shipwreck? Okay. Is it time to purge your lungs amongst the shipwreck? The second half was good, the first half wasn't.
Why are we using 2 mics?
Yeah.
Because Spencer's in a band with 3 guitarists. And
So I need 2 microphones to cut through all the bullshit.
That's a fun one. Yo, Zip, come light that candle for me. Alright. Oh, nice. Clouds of blackness strike lightning! There's nothing above!
one more. This is it, man.
Clouds of blackness strike lightning! There's nothing above!
Okay. One thing I wanted to try with this song was to layer acoustic parts underneath the main sort of clean guitar parts. Okay, Niles. That was good? Yeah, I got 2 the whole way through that I think were pretty good. Choose which one you think is best. Fuck. 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 He said he has the season tickets to the Redskins game. Boy, motherfucker was lying. He ain't got nothing. And I'm sitting here acting surprised as a fool. That was a Smashing Pumpkins. You should do it. I kind of did. Alright, I kind of did. Alright, I'll fucks with it.
Fucks with it. That sounds good.
It sounds cool, but I think like I should retrack it and hold it out a little longer, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense. Or we could do a reverb tail. Like,
I like that.
Ern, can we get this man a reverb tail?
Yeah, 1 reverb tail coming right up.
skip the singing.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck yeah.
Uniquely with us, because there's 6 of us, there's 6 different relationships, and there's all the combinations within that. So we've really had to get better at communicating in general. And I think this album really did that for us. Let's see. Let me think about the best way to lift you. So breathe out.
Oh, it didn't really go. Damn.
Did you use the Taylor?
Yeah.
I think what Juggernaut also represents is a major turning point in this band, because it was the first time that we've collaborated with all of the members together from the moment that we started writing for the album. We're communicating and we're working better than we ever have together. And I think that's above and beyond the most important thing.
It's pretty cool. Very nice.
Sometimes it's
All
weird.
over again. I dream solos and then I wake up and they're in Cubase. It's so weird.
Go again.
We should do the Halperning shirt. M. Night Shyamalan's the Halperning, where the plants are alive.
Yeah.
It was pretty shot,
They
right?
said like 10 times in the movie, it's happening.
So the happening has lots of it's happening in it.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's happening.
I hate it when they use the title of the movie in the dialogue.
Yeah.
Like nowhere in
welcome.
Star Wars was anybody like Star Wars.
Looks like we're gonna have another Star Wars.
Actually, the only time it was cool when it was in Terminator 2, when John Connor was pleading with the Terminator to not kill people, and he's like, "Why? I'm a Terminator."
2.
2.
We set our feeble lies on the bullshit!
You like that?
Woo!
Oh man, I don't think I could do a better take than that.
Do it again.
Wow. I would like to drink right now. This album has forced me to drink excessively.
Jake loves space. It's actually been a very low stress experience, which compared to every other release we've done is amazing, because pretty much like, you know, by this point in any of the other sessions, I want to kill myself. I've got the worst sinus headache right now.
I heard a fist to the face can be really good for that.
Oh, really?
You try taking one of those.
I heard that kicking a British man in the nuts is like the best way to cure that.
It's a common misconception.
Yeah, I came to Juggernaut! I hear we're juggernauting! Juggernaut!
Those are our like $20 Walmart weights. I can't follow this riff either. You can't follow it either?
You know what, dude? The Jeff Dunn ball slap will be like the Wilhelm scream pretty soon. The Wilhelm slap.
Did you ever get it from me? Did I ever give it to you?
I never got it. I know of its existence. Can you
search?
Can we put it in the bad thing during the opening film?
Search for Jeff TD.
The ball thing?
TD being one
Jeff
word.
TD?
Jeff TD, one word. Ball claps.
Dude, his balls are going through some fucking choice gear too.
What mic did he use?
TLM 103,
Nice.
right? Through a UA LA 610.
Remind me never
Alto
to record
Fireplace.
with this guy because his balls has
He's
been
the
all
guy.
over his shit.
He's the guy.
All over his gear. Try this mic.
Yeah.
That sounds so painful. There's a lot of compression.
He's got some big balls.
You tell me there's a lot of compression on that, because that fucking sounds like it sucks. My guy Scott has hooked us up with Infinity.
Wait a minute.
You know what's about to
Wait a
happen.
minute. Wait. This by multiple sources.
No. Why don't you give us a little rundown of what we're listening to right now? What are we listening to?
These are excellent drum samples my friend Jeff made, and we're just trying them out, and they have a real slappy character with a lot of balls, and
Dude, it sounds nuts.
it does.
So, Jake has previously used this as a stool before. He sort of sampled it before me, so
You said
it's a stool sample. Ah, damn it! I was gonna make.
It's like 10 o'clock at night, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm wearing these sunglasses because the sun never sets on a badass.
How do people fucking smoke these things all the time? I don't get it.
Take this process aside! Take this!
Okay.
You're alive, conquer the tears amongst love! Innocent babe shall be wrapped in such a young age!
I worked out really hard yesterday, so, you know, my muscles needed some rest that they didn't get, you know? The fucking guns, they needed some love. Just didn't get them last night.
Oh, and also, can you check, because there's one guitar layer. Can you check in that comes in all right?
Wanna see my
okay, or
progress?
do you need to redo it?
Oh, yeah, I do.
560, son. 560.
Ooh, yeah, ooh, ooh, yeah, ooh.
All right, Spencer, take 347.25493 Periphery, Juggernaut, whatever.
Ooh, yeah, ooh, ooh.
All right, you ready? Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
All right, guys.
Seconds in this moment.
kind of an interesting thing to step into a producer role with your own band. It definitely takes some getting used to, and you can't have quite the same relationship that a producer would normally have with a band, where they can come in and kind of tell them what to do and be an impartial advisor, as it were. But I think one of the good things about doing it this way is that I know everyone very well that's involved in the band. I know what their strengths are. I know how to approach them. Just something which gives it more intention.
Right, that's what I did on the demo. Yeah. Okay.
What happens if you hold the string down and go do and back up?
Ooh.
Everybody in the band has a perfectionist spirit to them, and it comes in different ways for each individual member, and I think it adds up to be an attitude that really gets the best results and kind of makes something that not just one of us could do. So that's kind of what's nice about everybody's attention to detail and this level of perfectionism that everybody has. And like, it's obviously nothing's perfect, but if we're happy with it, ultimately that's what's important.
I think for Periphery as a band, the third album is quite an important one. I feel like the third album is really where one should be settling into a sound.
With a center track.
That's a cool little displacement thing he does there, isn't it? With this album, with Juggernaut, what we really wanted to do was come up with a strong concept and write a long album that's thematically linked and has a distinct sound and a vibe. And I think the guys, especially that were most involved in the writing, have done a really good job of that. And there's a very definite mood, a very definite tonality throughout the whole album.
Alright, cut off the music.
With Juggernaut, it's like we needed to do something that we haven't done before, and I think like writing a story and having like a vibe to it, or vibes to each section, is what's really gonna set this album apart.
There's a crack in the world that I can peer through to see it for what it really is. There's an ugly face staring back, demons are everywhere. There's other hatred from inside of me.
Alex Marquides.
Yeah, man. The man, the myth, the legend.
Oh God, got two cameras on me now.
Moral support right here.
Moral support. I bring coffee and gaffes.
Surrounded, step the necks of the hypocrites and bathing in the thought of it.
You know, it's a very long album. It's 16 songs. 80 minutes of material. It's a huge undertaking, and nobody set out to change the sound of the band, I don't think, but I think that with this album being more thematic and being a concept album, I think that it naturally has evolved.
History has taught us is that in the early days of rock and roll, it was very simple chords and song structures, and the lyrics were very literal. And as time went on and as bands started experimenting with more technology, amp companies started developing distortions, channels for their amps, and seeing how much gain they can get out of things. Bands experiment with this technology and they come up with new sounds. You just have to be creative with what you pick and choose.
There's definitely a deeper attention to detail when it came to the arrangement than we did in the past, where they tended to be written instrumentally and then the vocals would get added, whereas this time we really took the time to create structures that really flowed for the vocals. Think of it like editing a sentence down and cutting out all the words that don't need to be there to give you the most succinct meaning.
Last two, I do like a call and response thing, so like play it.
Leave.
Actually, like a whole beat off.
Oh yeah, come on.
Beat off.
That clip out.
Why you call me on a
Alright, go for it.
Sounds nuts. It does. I scrote know what's going on.
You just gotta give him like a round of claps. You know?
That was a stretch, wasn't it?
Oh my god. I scrote no.
Dude, why is this here? Because you like Spencer is going. That's not hidden. That's not hidden. We need to hide that from Spencer. There's nothing about this that's subtle. And you know what he does with this thing. I think we need to pop it or take all the air out and put it somewhere because this is just. I don't even want to touch this one.
I like to watch. Ooh yeah, ooh.
We got Randy Rhodes over here, nice going. Hey, how many Mountain Dew bottles did you have to slug down for that shirt? You. What's up, guys? This is Misha Mansour from Periphery. We're on our last week of tracking right now. We're wrapping up on vocals right now, and I think you guys will really enjoy what we got in store for you.
Juggernaut!